If you haven't already, slide your shoes off, gather cushions, blankets, whatever you need to be cozy and comfortable and supported in this class. A second chair or practice near a countertop so that you have something to hold on to for some of our stretches, or if you want to stand up. And go ahead and settle back in your chair. Relax your legs out in front of you. Lean your back heavily into the support of your chair. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes down. As always, we begin our class with 3 clearing breaths to breathe away the week that was, to fully arrive here into this moment and ready ourselves for a nice big dose of relaxation, as well as setting ourselves up for the week ahead. So all together, let's take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. Last time through, inhale. And exhale. Release any control of your breath now. Just allow your body, allow your energy, allow your mind to settle. Let the sound of the music and the knowing that the next hour or so is time that is just for you. Let this settle in your body, soften the surface of your face, relax your shoulders, and create a sense of ease through your body. With your eyes closed, with your breath moving slowly through you and your body supported, I'll share a little bit about our 5th chakra with you. And if today is the first time you're hearing this word, just a quick overview on chakras. They are a part of the subtle body, and that is a part of us that we can't see, we can't touch. It's quite hard to connect to because it's not something tangible like your thumb or your foot. But it's there all the same, and it is where energy flows. So the chakras are lined up through the central channel of our body, which mimics the spinal cord. And they're translated as spinning wheels or discs of energy. Energy centers throughout our body where energy flows. And ideally, we want them to stay open and aligned for our greater sense of emotional and physical well-being. But energy can become blocked in these chakras, and we've explored that up until now with the first 4 chakras of the body. And today, looking at the 5th chakra, it is, as I said, located in our throat region, in our neck. And it's connected to the element of ether, and ether means space, known as the first of the 5 elements. And this space is where all of the other elements reside: the earth, air, fire, water. So it's also associated with the color turquoise, or the blue of the sky. And it's related to our communication, the way that we speak, the way that we listen, and also our creativity. So when it's underactive, it can manifest as poor communication skills, even things like physically, like a sore throat or laryngitis, a stiff neck. When it's overactive, that looks like gossiping or oversharing too much information, that kind of thing. And so activities to balance this fifth chakra are all around this idea of communicating, of speaking our truth and staying open and listening to what other people have to share. So we balance this chakra. They're really fun activities, I think, by turning up the music in our cars really loudly, singing and dancing, laughing and crying and never feeling sorry for having done so. Expressing yourself through writing, journaling, creating art of any form, and just constantly trying to stay true to yourself, speak your truth. And as I'm speaking now, I'm thinking Maggie's class on a Wednesday would also be a really great way to balance this chakra out. So that is a little bit about the fifth chakra. As you are sitting in rest now, I'll go through the breathing exercise that is also a really great way to stimulate this chakra. So first, turn your awareness to your breath. Just notice as it moves through you how you're feeling today, honestly, truthfully. Become aware of that. And then you can keep your eyes closed or softly gazing down to your lap. Open your mouth and start to draw breath in and out through your mouth. And while you're doing this, create a little bit of a constriction at the back of your throat, so your breath will be audible. And some cues to help you with this is to create the sound of the ocean with your breath. I think I've shared this before, but also the sound of Darth Vader breathing is another way to create this breath technique, which is called victorious breath. And we have that constriction in the back of the throat to stimulate and warm up our throat region. So it sounds like this. So drawing the breath in and out through your mouth. You may even like to visualize fogging up a mirror and the extra force that's required to do that. Until you create that audible breath. And you'll notice by doing this, all of your awareness is already focused on your throat region. So from the very beginning of commencing this breath technique, we're honing our awareness to that fifth chakra region. When you feel ready, you can try to keep that constriction at the back of your throat. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Continue to try and keep that audible breath. Sounds like this. You can keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you'd like to take it to the next level, you can seal your lips closed. Try and draw that breath in and out through your nose, all the while making it audible. So keep that constriction at the back of your throat. Keep focusing on breathing as if your breath was the sound of the ocean. And if you're breathing in and out through your nose, it's almost this dragging of the breath in and then forcing the breath back out. And keep your awareness on your throat, on the region of your neck. And this breath technique, while it does require a little bit of focus to get the first few times around, it's a very, very soothing breath technique. Because your senses can connect not only to the feeling of your breath moving through you, but the sound of your breath as well. It's actually a breath technique I use when I go to the dentist a lot. Breathing in and out through my nose. Creating that audible breath, reminding myself that I'm safe, that I'm okay. And so continue to breathe exactly as you are, either in and out through your mouth, in through your nose and out through your mouth, or in and out through your nose. This breath technique is called Ujjayi breath, victorious breath. And as with everything I offer in this class, it is just an offering. If it's not working for you, if you're feeling puffed out or not as relaxed as you would like to be, drop the breath technique altogether. Come back to breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth in a more spontaneous fashion. The fifth chakra, as well as speaking and sharing our truth, it's also being true to ourselves. So treating ourselves with kindness and with compassion, recognizing what we need and then acting accordingly. A few more breaths wherever you are. Last breath in. Slow breath out. At the end of that exhale, blink your eyes open. Come back to your space. Slide yourself to the front of your chair. And as we move through class today, you can come back to that victorious breath at any time if it was working for you. And again, if it's not, then you just breathe in a way that makes you feel really good. Set your feet up beneath your knees, lengthen through your spine. And let's go over our posture, especially around the neck region. So right now, imagine you, or not imagine, actually do it. Draw your chin back and down slightly, okay? And by doing that, it's almost like you're trying to create double chins. So you draw your chin back, tip it down slightly, and then find length through the back of your neck and all the way up and out through the crown of your head. So that's the ideal posture of our neck. And often, because a lot of us sit with rounded posture, if we were to sit with a rounded posture, our gaze would be down towards the floor all the time. And so to balance that, we tip our chin up so that we can look straight ahead, but we don't change anything about our upper body. And as a result, we can jam down through the back of our necks. So sit up tall, roll your shoulders back, draw your chin in and down, and you'll feel so much length and space at the back of your neck. So we'll keep coming back to that posture over and over again throughout class so that we're creating as much space and freedom around our fifth chakra area, around the neck. All right, so set yourself up in that perfect posture and then draw your right ear down to your right shoulder. Enjoy a lovely, long, deep stretch through the left side of your neck. As you inhale, head back to center. And on the exhale, draw your left ear down towards your left shoulder. You can close your eyes if you like. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Inhale, up to center. Again, little draw of the chin in, length through the back of your neck. Next time you go down to the right side, pause And if you like, you can take your right hand and just rest it on the top of your head. So you're not pulling down, just using the weight of your right arm to help get a little deeper in this stretch. Left hand can move behind your back if you have that range of movement, or hold on to the base of your chair or your chair leg. And let's stay here for 3 breaths. Those breaths can be victorious breaths or just regular deep breaths in and out. So nice. Last inhale. And exhale. Free both of your hands. Draw your head back to center. Reset. And then left ear down to your left shoulder. Again, right hand can scoop either beneath your thigh, grip onto the base of the chair, or thread behind your back. And your left hand can come to rest on your head. Wherever you are with your right hand, see if you can energetically draw your right shoulder down and then enjoy your breaths. How nice does it feel to stop and just breathe? It may be the first time today that you've done this. It may be the first time all week since our class last week. Wherever you're at, just to soak it in. Savor the stillness and the luxury of time and space to come back to just being and breathing. Draw your head back to center, 2 hands to the tops of your thighs. Let's take some little half circles with the head. So you can start by tracing your chin from your right shoulder all the way across the front line of your chest to your left shoulder, and then back and around. You can time your breath here, breathing in one direction, and then breathing out in the other direction. And once more to each side. If you find any areas that feel particularly tight, you may like to stop and hold a static stretch. And then slowly draw your head back to center. If you don't have any issues with your neck, keep drawing your chin up towards the sky. Tip your head back, create space at the front of your throat. If that doesn't feel good in your neck, then you can come back to the half circles or tipping your ear from side to side. We're not here for long. Just stretching through the front of the neck. Pull your upper arm bones back. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Slowly bring your head back up. Tuck that chin in and down. Find length through the back of your neck all the way up to the crown of your head. Hopefully you already feel a few centimeters taller. And then either stay with the half circles, or if it felt good to tip your head back, you can take full circles with your head and neck. So as you can tell, we're spending a lot of time focusing on the area of our neck and upper back today. And slowly draw your head back to center. Take your hands up, interlace them at the base of your skull and widen your elbows. If you don't quite have the range of movement in your arms to bring your hands up, a nice little cross of the arms of your hands at your shoulders is also a really good variation. And then let's all press our chest forward, lift our chin up, rest your head back either into the support of your hands or draw it back to a place that feels comfortable for you if you have your arms crossed. Big breath in here. As you breathe out, round in. Imagine you're pushing your upper back to the space behind you. Inhale and open up. Exhale and round. Last time through, deep breath in. And breathing out. Sit up tall, breathe in, broaden your elbows to the left and right, or lift them up high if your arms are crossed. And then free your hands all the way down to your thighs. We'll move now into full cat-cow. So before we were just isolating more at the upper segment of our torso. Now moving into full cat-cow, breathe in, take your hands back to your hip creases, press your heart forward, gaze up. As you breathe out, you're now rounding through the whole length of your spine. Tuck your chin to your chest. Hands slide to the fronts of your knees. Inhale and open. Exhale, round. Last time through, deep breath in. And a breath out. Draw your hands midway up your thighs, roll those shoulders back and down, tuck your chin in, lengthen through the back of your neck. Try and keep that lovely length through the back of your neck as you slide your hands forward over the tops of your knees, all the way down the fronts of your calves. And at the last moment, release that control of your head, let your head hang heavy. Seated child's pose. You can keep your hands hooked in front of your shins. Your upper body supported by your thighs, heavy through the crown of your head. Draw your breath to your upper back. Breathe in, feel your shoulder blades move apart. And breathe out. Last time through, breathe in, puff up the back of your heart. Breathe out, release. Slowly start to walk your hands back up the front line of your legs. Sit yourself up, take a moment to pause here, let your head settle if it's spinning at all. And then let's bring in one of my all-time favorite breaths, which is a great one to stimulate the fifth chakra, lion's breath. So please give this all that you have. We'll take it with a spinal extension. So you can do this either holding on to the back of the base of your chair or the back of your chair. Press your heart forward, lean your head back. If you're feeling very, very energetic today, you can hold on to the base of your chair, lift your hips and your heart up to the sky. Altar pose variation. So wherever you are, let's all take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, stick out your tongue, let your head hang back, lion's breath. And give it everything you've got. 2 more breaths, breathing in. Lion's breath to release. 1 more time through, deep breath in. Lion's breath, let it go. So nice, everyone. Lower your hips back to your chair if they were lifted. Sit upright if they weren't. Let's pause and have a sip of water. There'll be a few more opportunities for lion's breath throughout class. So if you have anything that you need to be releasing and letting go of, it's the perfect way to do it. All right, and then grab your second chair or move towards your countertop. Let's take a side body stretch. Widen your feet. I think, Barbie, did you say this was your favorite stretch last class? It's one of my favorites too. So heels in, toes out. Walk your hands forward over the back of your second chair or over your counter and let your chest sway down to the earth. Breathe into your upper back, feel it puff, expand. Breathe out to release. 2 more breaths here. You can make them a little more dynamic with some swaying side to side. Release out through your head and neck. And at the end of that second exhale, start to walk your hands back up. Sit yourself upright. Nice, everyone. All right. Moving into our sun salutations. As always, I will go through the first round, and you join me when you're ready. So when we, the add-on for today's sun salutation to focus on expanding and opening through our fifth chakra looks like a hand at the base of your skull and then a twist. So you're leaning your head back into your hand. If you don't have the range of movement through your arm to do this, no worries at all. You just grab that opposite shoulder or upper arm and then still like lean back. Think about pushing your heart forward and tipping your head back as much as feels comfortable for you. Okay, so if you have the support of the hand, heavy your head into your hand so you can open up through your throat. If you don't have that support, just being aware of the feelings moving through the back of your neck and how much opening feels comfortable for you. All right, so sitting forward, sitting tall, breathe in, sweep your arms wide, gaze up. Breathe out, take the arms wide and down. Hands to your shins for a halfway lift. Draw your shoulder blades down your back, reach your crown forward. A great moment here to think about tucking that chin in, creating length through the back of your neck. Breathe out, fold completely. As you next breathe in, take your right forearm across both knees. Left hand either to the back of your head or to your right shoulder. Turn your heart to the left side, inhale. As you exhale, left forearm down to your thighs alongside your right. Inhale, take your right hand behind your head, lean back. As you exhale again, two forearms to your thighs, let your head really hang heavy. Press into your thighs, press into your feet, sweep the arms wide, catch high prayer. Draw that prayer back down to your heart as you exhale. Let's go again. Inhale, arms wide, gaze up. Exhale, float the arms wide and down. Halfway lift. Think about length at the back of your neck, out through the crown of your head. Breathe in. Breathe out to release completely. On the inhale, right forearm to your thighs, left hand to the back of your head or front of your right shoulder. Breathe in, turn. As you breathe out, left forearm alongside your right. Inhale to the other side. And exhale, two forearms together. And as you breathe in, press into your feet, reach your arms wide and high. And on the breath out, draw prayer down to your heart. So nice, everyone. Let's do two more rounds just like that. Breathe in, arms wide and high. Breathe out, arms wide and down. Halfway lift, length through the back of the neck. Exhale to bow. Inhale, right forearm across your thighs, left hand to the back of your head, or I'm going to take mine to the front of my right shoulder this time. Turn left, breathe in. And breathe out, two forearms together. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale, take your twist to the right. And as you exhale, two forearms to your thighs. Breathe in, press into your feet, unravel your arms, reach high. Breathe out, draw prayer to your heart. And if it feels good to add that victorious breath in, amplify the breath now. Inhale, arms wide and high. Exhale, float forward and down. Halfway lift, length through the back of the neck. Inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, right forearm across your thighs. Take your twist. Exhale, two forearms across the thighs. Let your head hang. Inhale to twist right. Exhale, release. Rise high. Hands to prayer. Close or soften your eyes down, relax your shoulders, let your breath move through you. Tuck your chin in, long through the back of your neck. A moment of pause here, a really wonderful time to dive in and ask yourself how you will balance this fifth chakra through activities throughout your day today. Perhaps by telling someone that you love them, having a little singing and dance party at home, speaking kindly to yourself, listening to how your body feels. Put your hands down to your thighs, blink your eyes open. Let's roll the shoulders out. You can be as dramatic with this as you like. So big rolls, get the chest involved, get the head involved. Back in the other direction. All right, and then settle. Slide to the very front of your chair if you're not already there. Press your feet firmly down into the floor as if you were going to stand up. So I want your legs to be that engaged. Feel the engagement move all the way up through your legs. Then tip your torso forward. If you have the range, interlace your hands at the back of your head, at the base of your skull. Broaden your elbows and press your head into the back of your hands. If you can't quite reach the base of your skull, again, cross the hands at your shoulders and imagine you had something that you're pressing the back of your head into. So legs active. Feel your outer hips tone as your feet press down into the earth. Torso tipped forward, your belly is engaged, holding you here. And then rather than letting the head hang heavy, you're pushing back either into your imaginary hands with your hands crossed over your shoulders or actually into your hands if they're interlaced at the base of your skull. Strengthening the muscles at the back of the neck here. For 3, 2, and 1. And then slowly sit back up. It's funny how those static positions, you don't, maybe on the surface it doesn't look like you're actually doing much, but can almost make you break a sweat. All right, extend your right leg out in front of you, pull your toes back towards you. And then we'll go for a hamstring stretch. Slide your right hand down the front line of your right leg. And imagine even here you were still pushing your head back into your hands. So you're long through the back of your neck, chin tucked in. Strengthening our neck muscles. Take a deep breath in here. And a long breath out. Slide your right foot back alongside your left. Let's stretch out through the back of the left leg. Dig your heel down into the floor. Pull your toes back towards your face. Slide yourself forward and down. Press the back of your head to the space behind you. One more breath in. And a breath out. Slide your hand back, up, sit up tall, 2 feet together. Nice, widen your feet, windscreen wiper your knees from side to side. Now with the back of our legs a little bit more open, we'll come into our first shape of our next series, which can be done either standing or seated. Might like a quick sip of water before we move on. So we're coming into twisted triangle. If you're taking this standing, I'll just go through some variations. We have option to hold on to the back of the chair. If you can fold a little deeper, you have that length through the back of your legs. You can turn around and place your hand on the front of your chair. All right, so I'll demonstrate what this looks like in standing first. Your right foot is forward, left foot is back. Perhaps I'll turn to the right side so that I'm mirroring you guys completely. Right foot forward, left foot back. Right hand down. And then your left hand again either holds onto the front of your right shoulder, press into your right hand, twist your torso to the left, or you can take your left hand to the base of your skull, cup the base of your head and lean your head back into your hands as you twist. If you want to go a little deeper into the stretch at the back of the legs, bend through your right elbow. That's what our twisted triangle looks like on this side. Our seated variation is building on what we just did with the hamstring stretch. So we're still stretching the back of the right leg. Right leg extended out in front, pull the toes back, slide your right hand forward and down any amount, and then left hand either to the right shoulder and twist, or reaches around, cups the back of your head, and enjoy that twist. So wherever you are, seated or standing, find 3 full breaths here, creating space at the front of your throat. You'll feel a stretch through the left side of your torso as well as the back of the right leg. 1 more deep breath in and breath out. Slowly come back to center. Step 2 feet together, stand up tall, sit up tall, roll those shoulders out. All right, over to the other side. If you're taking it seated, extend the left foot long, pull your toes back towards your face, slide forward and down, and then find your twist, whatever that looks like. If you're taking this shape standing, I'll show you holding on to the back of the chair. Left foot is forward, right foot is back, both heels are sealed to the floor, and you're pulling both kneecaps up. All right, so tone through the front of the leg means greater stretch through the back of the leg. Left hand to the back of your chair or base of your chair. Right hand cups your head or finds the head of your left shoulder. And then off you go. Twist it out. Turn your heart towards the right side. 3 breaths. Breath in and breath out. Slowly turn forward and then either slide both feet together or step both legs together. Walk out through the hips if you're standing. Roll out through your shoulders wherever you are. Ah, that felt good. All right. Now next shape, if you're taking it standing, you can have your chair in front of you. It's going to be goddess legs, so the heels are in and toes are out. Bend through your knees, widen your knees to either side, and sink your hips back and down. Stay long through the trunk, chin in and down, length through the back of your neck. Okay, so that's what it looks like standing. Seated friends, I'll come to you in just a moment. And then options are 1 hand or 2 hands cross the shoulders if you feel confident taking your hands away from the back of the chair. If you have range, you can take 1 hand or 2 hands to the back of your head. We're doing TikToks here, so we're going from side to side, side to side. So that might look like holding on with 1 hand for a little bit and then holding on with the other, or the arms crossed. Okay, so there are our standing options. Seated, it's the same thing. Heels are in, toes are out. Hands cross over your torso, long through the torso. Chin in, long through the back of your neck and the crown of your head, or hands at the base of the skull. TikToking, so creating space through your side body. All the while keeping that length, keep your chin drawing in, allowing for space, and strengthening through the back of your neck. As well as opening and balancing our 5th chakra. You get the added bonus from today's class of tackling text neck. That's what they call it, right? All right, wherever you are, let's go for 3 more breaths. Keep the breath slow and steady. all the way back up. Release your hands if you're seated. Keep your legs. If you're standing, go ahead and straighten your knees just to give yourself a little bit of a break. And let's come back to an opportunity for lion's breath. So if you felt like you held back a little bit in our last lion's breath series, now is the time to go all in. If you're seated, what we're doing is reaching the hands up on the inhale, pulling fists to hips, stick your tongue out, forceful lion's breath to exhale. And the crazier the expression of your face, I think the better the release. So it looks like this. If you're standing, again, option to have the chair in front of you. I'll just leave it off to one side here so you can see me. Start with the legs straight, reach both hands to the sky, breath in. Goddess to breathe out. So whatever it looks like for you, again, hands on the back of the chair is great. You can hold on to the back of the chair, just do the legs and the lion's breath. Hopefully you're all really going for it. We've got 3 more breaths. Breathing in lifts the arms, straightens the legs. If you're standing, breathing out lunges you deep. Well done. Let's all take a seat. So hopefully that felt good. Like a little bit of a release. Let's keep working on creating more space through nice deep breaths and different shapes. If you are feeling like you want to keep going, standing, you can do this lunge in a standing position, of course. But I would say let's start winding down. Let's sit down, feel the support that we can give our body through these different shapes while still creating space. All right, so right thigh supported by the base of the chair. Turn your right foot to the right side of your space. Both hips turn to the right. Option with the left leg. Have the knee quite close to the right knee at more a 90-degree angle, or extended a little bit further back. And then wherever you are, see if you can push your pelvis forward until you feel a stretch at the front of your left thigh. 2 hands to the sky, deep breath in. Stay for your breath out. 1 more inhale. Let's take a twist as we exhale. Left hand reaches forward, right hand reaches back. Stay long through your trunk, long through your neck. Pause here, breath in. And breath out. Building on again. Right hand either to your pelvis, holding on to the back of the chair, or maybe it reaches to the back of your left leg. Reach your left hand high to the sky. Bend through your left elbow, option to cup the back of your head, or cross your left hand over to your right shoulder. So wherever you are now, lift your throat towards the sky. Big breath in. Long breath out. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Start to unravel, left hand sky high. Reach your right hand back, parallel the arms to the earth. 2 hands in front, and then turn to the front of your chair. Well done. Whole body stretch. And the right there. And you may well feel more stretch at the front of your left thigh as well. Let's turn and do that all on the left side. So support your left thigh with the base of the chair. Step your left foot around to the left side of your space. 2 hips to the left, so your hips are square. And then find your variation with the right leg. And as I say, every time we do this shape, it's not about extending the right leg all the way back. For me, that crunches right down in my low back. It doesn't feel good at all. So only extend your right leg back so far, but also still keeping space through the low back and starting to feel just a little bit of a stretch at the front of your right thigh. Find your happy place in your body. As you're ready, reach both hands to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out here. 1 more inhale, reach your hands high. On the exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then left hand either to the back of your chair, pelvis, or right leg. I really like holding onto the back of my chair, so I'm going to stay with that variation on this side too. Right hand to the sky, and then bends to either catch the top of your left elbow, a shoulder I should say, or to cup the back of your head. And draw your throat up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale. And an exhale. So nice, everyone. Free your right hand up, forward, left hand back, left hand forward. Cartwheel the hands all the way around and turn to the front of your chair. So nice. Little windscreen wiper of your knees from side to side. Big shapes, but also nice big opening and stretches, hopefully through the whole front line of your body. Heel toe your feet together. Keep that right foot exactly where it is. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Outer hip stretch, or if you have the space, you can bring your left foot all the way up to your right knee. Wherever you are, just a gentle press of your left knee away. And then if you have the availability of space and range here, you can tip your torso forward slightly. Deep breaths into the back of your heart. One more breath in here. And draw yourself back up. Place 2 feet down. Take your hands to the base of your chair. Hold on firmly and press your heart forward. Lift your chin to the sky. One big breath in. Long breath out. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Outer hip stretch on the other side. Cross your right ankle over your left, or draw it all the way up to your left knee. If you want to find somewhere halfway, resting on the shin works, or on a little bit of a step. Press your right knee away. Bow forward any amount if it feels good in your body. One more breath here. And then slowly draw yourself back up, 2 feet together. Interlace your hands, reach them out in front of you as if someone was pulling your hands towards them. You resist this by puffing your heart to the back of your space. Take a breath in. Breathe out, free your hands, sit up tall, interlace your hands at your low back. Inhale, breathe into the front of your chest, look up. On the breath out, release. Inhale, interlace the hands forward, press your heart back. Exhale, sit up tall, release. Inhale to bind your hands behind you, press your heart forward. And exhale, release, shake your hands out. So nice, everyone. So hopefully you feel quite nice and open now through your torso. About 15-20 seconds to do any last minute stretches that you would like. Remember, 5th chakra also promotes creativity, a deep sense of listening. So listen, ask yourself, what do I need right now to round out this relax and reset class? For me, I feel like a few more shoulder rolls might feel pretty good. But listen to what your body needs. Keep the breath flowing. And then as you're ready, gather your pillows and cushions and whatever else that you have nearby. Relax, lean back into your chair. I imagine some of you, I hope some of you do this, just leave your chair altogether and maybe go and lie down on your sofa or on your bed or something like that for this final rest. So make sure you're as comfortable as you can be. If you're seated, let your legs slide forward, lean heavily back into the chair. Let's take one collective breath in to seal out our physical practice. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Release any control over the breath and just settle in here. Notice how your body feels, observe, check in. Soften the surface of your face if it's not already. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders, the front of your chest. Imagine a sense of ease and relief spreading down over your arms, over your torso, over your legs. All the way down to the tips of your toes. Let your breath move through you. And just reflect on how nice it feels to pause, to breathe deeply. One of my favorite little quotes. It's particularly relevant to this chakra. When you own your breath, no one can steal your peace. Reminder that the breath is always there, ready to support us. Through one of the myriad of breath techniques we have learned through this class, maybe today's breath technique, the victorious breath, worked well for you. Whatever it may be, and just remembering that we have a toolbox of techniques that we can lean on whenever we need to regroup, to settle our nervous system, and to create ease, relief through the body, through our minds. And if you feel called to do so, continue resting. If you feel ready to return back to your day, start to deepen your breath. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open, come back to your space. Easily draw yourself upright. And thanks so much everyone for joining me today. I hope you got a lot out of our 5th chakra class. We're almost there, 6th chakra next week, and we'll actually, even though there are 7, as I mentioned before, our 7th chakra exists above us, so it's kind of hard to create a class around that. But next week we will visit our 6th chakra, and we will then do a whole chakra guided meditation, so from first all the way up. So I look forward to sharing that with you.